Good morning, Antelope Valley. I hope everyone's well and that you had a nice weekend. It is March 11th, 2024. I am Mark Troth, broker and co-owner of Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, Troth Realtors, and greetings from a hotel room in New Orleans, Louisiana, where Jody and I have been in some business meetings for Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices starting yesterday and continuing through Wednesday. Felt it was important with our market continuing to show some nice signs of improvement to not miss the opportunity to get this week's market snapshot video filmed and out there for everyone to take a look at. As I say, week in and week out, feel it's important for residents, property owners of real estate in the Antelope Valley to have a good, trusted local resource to go to in order to see exactly what's going on in the real estate market. Before we get into this week's slides, also like to give credit where credit's due. Our statistics are courtesy of the Greater Antelope Valley Association of Realtors MLS system. So let's see where we start this week, March 11th. Pull up our first slide there. Start the week with 573 active listings on the market, up just a tick from last week when we were at 566, down from 4 weeks ago, February 12th. We were at 587 and down 12.7% from just about a year ago. And so we'll talk about the reason why there's fewer active listings this week than last week, and even from 4 weeks ago. And so our pendings, once again, up. I think this is fourth, fifth week in a row that those pendings have climbed. And so we're at 480, which is a good number to see that continue to go up 23.4% from 4 weeks ago when we were at 389. And then as we said last week, is that this time of year pendings up 5.7% from a year ago. Of course, last year about this time, we were starting to see some pretty decent increases in interest rate, and we'll talk about interest rates here in just a few moments. So let's go ahead and get on to the second and final slide. And you can see the new residential listings that came on the market from the time period of March 4th through the 11th. Exactly the same for the prior week at 84. But here's where you can see the pendings picked up 5.8%. Once again, about the third, fourth week in a row that we've seen those pendings increase. Median number of days on the market increased by 5 days to 23. Once again, as I talk about week in and week out, that anytime you are south of 60 days on the market, you're still in a pretty decent market. The number of residential properties that closed escrow last week, once again, increasing week over week, as we've seen that increase with properties go pending into escrow under contract. And once again, a little bit of a surprise here. Our median sales price for those 59 closed escrows took a jump on north of 500. We're at 515. And so, yeah, kind of seeing that number increase as the buyer activity seems to be increasing, and that the median list price of those sold for 520. So definitely sellers, as they're coming out testing the market, wanting to see just how much they can push that envelope on list prices. And so in trying to get off to meetings, we'll call this a wrap as far as this week's real estate market snapshot, but not before a quick conclusion, is that in watching the 10-year Treasury, which somewhat is kind of a leading indicator as to where mortgage rates are going to go. Last week, it has been ever slightly dropping and just a little bit above 4% right now. So that's going to have a good effect on interest rates. And kind of the conclusion is that the market is, it's not hyperactive, but it's decent active. If something that comes on the market priced well, good location, good amenities, yeah, we are seeing multiple offers on it. And part of the thought process is that, I sense this as well as reading it, is that the more downward pressure we have on interest rates, more and more of those buyers may be coming off the sidelines, which could actually create more activity in our market. And statistic is about 70% of folks have a mortgage rate right now of under 5%. So going to take interest rates to trickle down a little bit more before we start getting more and more sellers off the sidelines. So with that, we'll go ahead and call it a wrap for this week's version of the Real Estate Market Snapshot. As always, if there's more information that myself or any of our trusted associates can provide you, please feel free to reach out to you, where we have proudly been serving the Antelope Valley real estate market since 1957. All right, everybody, take care, make it a great week, and we will see you next Monday back in Lancaster. Take care. Bye-bye.